So on 17th of April, we stepped inside the theatre to possibly watch one of the most anticipated movies of 2019, the multi-starrer Kalank directed by Abhishek Varman. The task that the director had, especially an individual that had only one film under his name with two states, was quite monumental. To focus on an epic love story with major complications and aspects set while India was under British rule and when there was an extreme social unrest within the country. The movie is compelling and moving only in moments, but had creative issues that have had to be pointed out for its overall impact was not as much as I expected. I had set the bar so high to be completely blown away, but sadly there were too many aspects that led to the film not reaching its desired impact. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects about the film so that you guys can decide whether the movie is worth it or not. So here goes. The good. Costume and set design. One thing that cannot be discounted is that the movie is a visual treat. There is a lot of effort made to every minute visual detail when it comes to frames and each element that exists within it. The costumes designed by Manish Malhotra are impeccable, having a sense of regal and dignified theme when it comes to one end of the city and on the other end, simplistic yet authentic. Each frame and the attire the talent is wearing, even the extras, will definitely make you admire the hard work put behind the scenes. This also brings me to the other aspect that the production and set design is of grand and beautiful scale. The palatial houses, the darbars, the streets, everything is of humongous scale. So individuals who are fans of technical and visual aspects in films will be quite impressed. Music. Another refreshing aspect of the movie is that it has original as well as impressive music. Even though the use of songs are clearly for two purposes, either to introduce characters or act as fillers, there's no doubt that songs like Ghar More Pardesiya and First Class have become familiar with the masses even before the release of the movie. Even the title track sung by Arijit Singh will move you deeply. So the good takeaway from the film definitely has to be the music designed by Ankit and Sanchit Balara. Performances. Now, despite the problems with the script and its overall indulgence to focus on several aspects leading to its long length, credit has to be given where it's due in terms of the performances. Aditya Roy Kapoor as Dev really surprised me. Aditya is one of those actors that honestly doesn't even realize how effortless and good he truly is. He has a natural ability of delivering dialogues and conveys this inner battle and subsequently warmth with ease. Sonakshi Sinha, who plays the role of Satya, is loyal, caring and very dear to his heart. One of the most impactful scenes in the movie is the sequence shared between these two characters. Sadly, Sanjay Dutt and Madhuri Dixit, despite being veterans in the game and natural at what they do, have very little to work with in terms of screen time. Alia as Roop is impulsive and self-destructive, in many ways paving her path for disruption within her and around her. Despite the way her role is written, Alia is commendable and can only do so much to try to move us. Varun as Zafar has the most to do in the film, as his character is the most complex. There's a character arc that goes throughout its running minutes, and Varun as Zafar is truly commendable. Even though Dhawan takes time to get to the groove of Zafar's frustration and pessimism leading to his transformation, he eventually in the second half shines brightly. Another surprise in the film was Kunal Khemu's performance as Abdul, an actor that we get to see very little of but was truly impactful in the film. The bad. Unnecessary CGI bullfight. There was definitely many unnecessary moments in the movie which led to its tiring length. One such sequence includes the bullfight we all saw a little glimpse of in its teaser. The sequence is just created to showcase the masculinity and bravado of Zafar, and throughout its running minutes, the battle becomes quite cartoonish, looking at the digitally mastered bull running full speed towards the human, who is rather unaffected with minor bruises as the bull is literally stomping on the human. The length. The movie's biggest demerit is its tiring length. The movie drags along with various subplots for 2 hours and 48 minutes. First of all, it takes too much time in its first half to create the world and the people in it. It sets so much time in transporting us to the characters and their world that the meat of the issue only is communicated close to the interval. The second half, however, is where the movie completely falters, not being satisfied with its own conclusion and trying to prove to the world that it is more than just about the relationships among several characters. The movie transfers the energy from the people and their emotions to the country and several social issues, which brings me to my final point. Too many elements. See, when a movie focuses on many aspects and somehow intertwines these elements together, it can come across as a really compelling story, especially if at the core of it, there's a binding force. In a movie like Padmavat, there's a binding force of one's obsession and another person's loyalty that keeps multiple aspects together. In Veer Zara, despite having a national theme to it, the binding force is the boundless love that the two characters share for each other. This core or energy keeps a movie together, despite having to focus on too many elements. This is the problem with the movie. It focuses on too many subplots leading to its tiring length and not having that core to keep it together. From an affair, a complicated marriage, a troubled past, social unrest, deceit and insinuation, there were too many themes the movie went leaps and bounds to transport us to but failed to keep us fully engaged. So finally guys, the movie undoubtedly is a visual treat and has some moments where you will be transported to the city and its characters. Yet holistically, it definitely falters as a movie as it gets too indulgent to focus on several aspects and storylines while its main premise itself did not have a strong base. And that was the video guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.